Hello, good evening to all my beloved friends. Welcome to another very short sharing for all of us this Sunday evening. And if you are here, do give your support by liking and subscribing to my channel. Well, we all live in the society and interact and meet with different people, and one thing that we all try to do is we try to make this world a little better and help by showing our love and concern for others. But one thing that we all miss out is we fail to realize that love is not only about doing something great or giving something gifts, big gifts to others, but it is also shown through little random acts of kindness to brighten their day and to make them smile. Therefore, tonight, here are some few random acts of kindness which you can incorporate in your life and make someone smile or make somebody's life a little better. The first thing is, if you hear that somebody is sick, your friends or your family, the best thing that you can do is to visit them. To, if you know how to pray for them. If not, just visiting them to ask how they are really means a lot to that sick person. And if you are not able to visit them, call them and say that you are praying for them. Another random act of kindness that we can do is to have a sense of respect for everyone, irrespective of their class, irrespective of their age, through our words, our actions, and through our works. The respect that we give to them really means a lot to the receiver of our respect. Now, this act of kindness is a request from my side to all the drivers out there. If you have a car and if you drive around the cities and you see a pedestrian waiting to cross the road, please stop your car and let that pedestrian to cross the road. As a pedestrian myself, most of the time it really makes me happy and smile when drivers do that, and I'm sure that small action of yours will brighten someone's day. Now, if you have old clothes which you don't wear anymore, you don't have to throw them away, but you can collect them together with your family and donate them to some charities, or you can collect them together with your friends and donate them to the church. The church can donate them to their mission field, or you can even donate them to the orphanages. You will feel good at the same time you are helping somebody out there. Now, this act of kindness I learned very recently. If you are about to cook your favorite dish which you really love, cook a little extra and share with your neighbors. I feel very good when my neighbors share their dish with me, and you lovingly cooking that very special dish of yours and sharing with your neighbors will really make them happy and will brighten their day. Now, growing up in Zineboto and living in Kohima, one thing that I learned is helping our colony members or helping our neighbors in need is very important. If somebody has bought firewood, and most of the time, especially in Kohima and Zineboto, we have to carry those firewood from the main road till their home. The best you can do is to show up and help them carry those stuffs. Or if somebody has works at home to repair their homes or to do some manual labors, you have to turn up there. The best thing you can do is to turn up there and to help them. It will brighten their day. It will have them make them feel good at the same time, help you to have this strong bondage with your neighbors and with your colony members. Now, if you also see elderly people carrying heavy stuff, you can go out of your way, ask them if they need any help, and you can also help them to carry those heavy stuffs. And sometimes our friends reach out to us with their problems, and many a time we fail to listen to them and we end up talking more. If somebody reaches out to you with their problems, it is because they trust you, and the best thing that we can do is focus on less talk and more listen. If we listen to them, we are helping them to unload their burden and feel better. Now, this random act of kindness is something which is very small, but which is also very thoughtful. If you are waiting in the queue to pay for what you have bought, especially in shopping malls, and as you look behind, if you find someone who has lesser stuff than you can let that person come ahead of you, which is very thoughtful. Now, this thoughtful act of kindness I also really failed to keep up is to call a family member or to call a friend to ask how they are, or to ask about their life. I really feel good when my friends or family call me up to ask how I am, but I also fail to call them to ask how they are. But it really makes someone's day to know that someone care enough for them to call them and ask how they are. Now, another very important act of kindness that you can do is to donate blood. You might not donate to any organization or charity, but if you see any advertisement about someone needing blood in your city, and if you are of that same blood type, I request you to volunteer and donate your blood. It really, really means a lot to that person who is receiving your love through your donation of blood, and God will bless you. Another random act of kindness that we can do is to give sincere compliments to people we meet. If we find something we like about that person, give a sincere compliment, and it will really brighten the day. And another thing is also to share our smile with people that we meet. People faces a lot of stress and pain in their life, and the least that we can do is to share our smile with them and make them smile and happy, at least for a little while. Now, this act, I don't know if it is a kindness, but something which I also do most many a time I practice this. When stranded for a long time in a certain place with strangers, I strike up conversation with them, light conversation about the situation, and I ask about how they are, how about their family. This is also something which will brighten someone's day. Now, sometimes we find ourselves walking in a group, maybe as friends or as in social activities, and at times a person has to, tie their shoelace or to do some random thing, and they are left behind. One thoughtful act of yours, which seems really small but is appreciable, is for you to notice that person who has stayed back to tie their shoelace and wait for them to catch up on the other friends together. It seems very random, but it is really sweet and which is really appreciable. Just some few years ago, a group of friends went out on a trip, and as we were together, and as we were about to go out on our daily sightseeing, a friend of ours stood behind and saw to it that everyone has gotten down from the hotel, and only after that he will see to it that all the doors are locked. And at the end of the day, as we were about to go back home, he will see to it that everybody has gone into the car, and then only he will get into the car. That thoughtful act of his really touched my heart and made me learn this lesson, to have to look out for others and to have a thoughtfulness for others in unfamiliar places. And now another thing is, sometimes we gather together as friends and discuss things, and at times, like people who are loud and talkative like me will keep talking and talking and not let that one person to speak. They will keep getting cut off. If you notice that, you can give your attention to the person who is being cut off and listen to them, and that is a very considerate act of yours which will really brighten that person's day. Now, these are only some few random acts of kindness which I notice in my daily life, and if you also have some random act of kindness which you practice, which brightens someone's day, you can add in the comment section for us to learn. And thank you so much for listening to me. You make good choices in life, and you stay safe, and God bless you. See you the next Sunday.